Welcome back. It's time for us to do the world quest chain, a finale, Emberforged, which, as far as I know, is going to be Pebbledash's final quest. So let's head on up here and enter the light. Alright then, are we heading into the heart of the sacred mountain now? That we are. Yeah, not a moment to lose. Rawr, rawr. Hey, don't you worry. Come on, let's go. Oh my. Look at that. That looks really cool. Oh, I was going to say I was changing over to Shilonin, but I've only got the Traveler. Uh-oh. Defeat the Source Dragon Mech. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, how are we going about this? Okay. Would be nice if I had my normal group. We'd be over at this point. Siegeween would destroy this thing. Siegeween, the destroyer of worlds. Watch it, mate. And how do I avoid that? Oh, keep running, keep running. Whoa! I've been pyramid. My pyramid powers, they're draining. What the? I will get you out of there. Must open, must open, must open. Can't open. Right, the power. Can try that power, even though Tutika said something. No matter what, must save them, must break this. Can't be. What's happening, little guy? At this rate, the disordered power will devour your frail body utterly. Even so, you surprise me. I did not expect that you could use the power within your blood to such an extent without having received the proper guidance. I'm still stuck in the pyramid. Hey. Huh? Come. Accept the guidance of the true sacred flame. Let the power bear you up, rather than use your body to bear this power. Look at that, dude. Come forth. Valimar, the... Oh, wait. Long have I waited you, chosen of dragons, dragonborn who brave the flame and return. As the light floats around you, the rampaging power within your body seems to circulate, submitting to some ever-shifting cycle. Your body seems to adapt to this change. It is just like the moment when you gained wisdom from the liquid phlogiston you immersed yourself in. Countless images flow into your mind, following the circulating power almost as if they are being reassembled and read out to you. Come, I have something to show you. The speaker's voice seems immeasurably distant, and after that, both your body and consciousness fall into a white abyss. Oh, not again. Ah! Look for the objective in the area. Ooh. Open your eyes, descendant of the Flame Lord. I believe this is the second time I've formally met you in this form. Wait, my voice is, and my body too. He's digivolved. You have briefly achieved the form of a mature dragon after your power was channeled with the proper guidance. Were that not the case, that savage strength would have warped your form. In an earlier eon, the phlogiston-rich soils that sustained Natlan were regarded by the Heavenly Reaver as a form of so-called holy soil phenomena. They cast sky nails down to destroy the land. We dragons boast extreme adaptability and evolutionary capacity, but this was used against us. Countless dragonborn could only devolve so as to survive in present-day Natlan. But their bloodline has not changed. That which you, Gottel, would not admit the mark of one's horn would prove. For in the beginning it was through his horn that the Pyro Dragon Sovereign first transmitted flaming light and wisdom. So the removal of the blessing was a lie you made up? Only one of admission. Still a lie, though. If not guided correctly, this disordered power would indeed kill most Saurians who bear the blessing. The only question became whether we could control the blessing's occurrence or not. The answer was that we had a high chance of success. But you do not speak falsely even so. I did intend to use a human to unseal the volcano, and use Xbalanque's oath to have a human bring back the other golden entreaty. Which is why I created that legend in the first place. And I would not name it an honorable tactic. Many are the great humans who have died for this cause. But you will understand in time that I no longer had any of a choice. So the so-called Chosen of the Dragons refers to both the chosen dragon and the chosen human who brings the dragon here. It's just that once you were brought here, the human's duty had already ended. None but you remain to tread the final path. Oh, wait a minute, those words. They ring in my head. Why? Now you had mastered the way Dragonborn speak. A distant thing indeed from the brute cries of Natlan's Saurian kind. And if you willed it, you could have any intelligent being understand your words. Indeed, the phlogiston within your body, and the information and wisdom passed down from antiquity through the primal flame will also begin emerging. You're the Sage of the Stolen Flame? That is what the humans named me. Waxaklahun Ubakan, too, is also one of the many names I created. But forget it. Though all names will very soon become meaningless, you may simply call me whatever you want for now. Strange. I feel like I've forgotten something very important. I'm stuck in a pyramid. Confused. Well, it is quite normal to, after having reattained wisdom, be flooded by the sea of information. But if you would like me to assuage you of discomfort, allow me to change into a form you'll find more familiar. Guru. Well, what do you think? Quite convenient, no? Should you desire it, our transformative arts will reveal themselves to you, we but a thought. Though you will require the help of some little souls, too. It's fine, I'm happy the way I am. Fair enough. Forgive me for being presumptuous. That is how the story began, no? In that case, let us start this way, too. Anyway, come with me. Ooh. We're Pebbledash. Let's go, Pebbledash. Speak to the one who knit. I was reading that. The reaver from beyond the skies once froze Eocotl in lava, causing him to fall into a false death. But when the Dragon King Nibelung descended from beyond the circles of this world, he was called forth by the abyss and woke from his long dream. The Reaver annihilated the great Black Wing Lord at great cost. And at that moment, a fiery sovereign, who had been steeped in the abyss, regained brief, tragic clarity. And he saw it then. This realm, once ruled by wisdom, blazing light, now lay shattered. A land once suffused by primal flame was now corroded by the dark foe, cankered and covered head to toe in sores. Having himself become a breeding ground for darkness, his periods of clarity ever shortening, He knew not when he would become lost to senselessness, twisted nothingness. In truth, in his final days, he may as well have restarted his false death, for all the difference it made. All the while, his entire race become a gaggle of squawking fools. Now that you possess true wisdom, I have little doubt that you, too, understand how it feels to be a changed being. And so, Zeukotl used the last of the time and wisdom left to him to transform the Dragon City once more and created the Mime? And finally, Huitzibokle. What's that? The Natlan Phlogistonization Array. The what now? That is to say, a device that can transform all Natlan into a land of only phlogiston, or only of matter comprised of phlogiston. Phlogiston is an atom upon which information may be transcribed, and itself a form of computronium, an element that can be used to imitate the essence of any and all things through the weaving of language. This is why phlogiston can take on different forms and even switch between them. And this is also why you could see phantoms at the repair mechanism in the Chamber of Deliberation. Huitzibokle will burn everything, and all that information will be logged and replicated by the ocean of phlogiston units, turning all Natlan into a realm composed solely of primal flame. When that happens, the moment the abyss approaches, the astral assemblages created by the primal flame will automatically attach to them, using mutual annihilation reactions to consign our shadowy foe to oblivion. The abyss shall never again be allowed to even gaze upon this realm. But all the lives in Natlan, they will die by Huitzibokle's hand, or they can forsake their bodies and become pure phlogiston-based life forms. Wait, they can do that? There shall be neither ley lines nor substantive bodies. We shall own everything, yet never again own anything. We shall be beholden to neither birth nor death. Perhaps even life's meaning shall become null and void to us. At that time, those dragons who have discarded their bodies and become phlogiston lifeforms shall become the rulers of the new world. That's terrifying. So I thought too, when this plan was first revealed to me. At the time, I believed that should this come to pass, all life would simply become flickering, illusory shadows cast by a titanic torch. Having lost our bodies, we would be bereft of any possibility to continue evolving. But no Dragonborn who serves Zeukotl could refuse his orders. So I sought another plan. Perhaps I should don another guise for this bit. Boner. Well, what do you think? Quite fascinating, no? Things such as this are easily possible through proper phlogiston manipulation via iridescent inscriptions. I kind of want to puke. What an interesting response. All right, now, let's head to Tonatiuh to search for that now non-existent Jade of Return, shall we? I could trip down memory lane a little bit. A little bit. Oh, got some spirits, phlogiston life forms, whatever you want to call them. Tonatiuh. Now that is a fine name. Before the false sky enveloped the world, the city that lay beneath it could have rivaled Tolan itself. In those days, while in search of light in the pitch-dark outer realms, we set up a stairway? It might be more correct to call it a cable to reach beyond our skies. Okay. And before Ochkan spun it around, we had been preparing to leave it beyond our orbit and use it to tighten the sky cable and anchor the latter's trajectory. You were building a space elevator? Later, it was modified to become Tonatiuh. It was originally intended to have hung higher in the sky. And then my beloved son, Ochkan, hid a golden entreaty there. Is that the Three Moons? I once thought that through him, I could discover how the one seated upon heaven's throne converted the ley lines into a girdle that defends the planet. I believed that once I understood the secrets of its operation, then I could use this method to merge the human and dragon races, allowing dragonkind to use subtler means to resist our great foe, the Abyss. And perhaps even allow the Dragonborn to the right to once more glimpse truth beyond the skies. But you failed. Indeed. Compared to the dragons, whose souls are more powerful and more uniform, the individual variation among human souls is far too great, and most of them are too fragile anyway. Khan, his spirit was like broken glass. He flew all too close to the sun, that he could become one with it, and close he got indeed, only to lose his shape as a result. He was so alike to my old self, and just as disappointing. Just like humanity itself, perhaps I came into contact with them because I, too, once shared their frailties and harbored fantasies of overcoming the strong, even in my weakness. And such fantasy came true once, when Xbalanque seized upon Xiuhcoatl's weak point and slew him. A weak point, you say? Xiuhcoatl was the master of the first flame, wielder of all light, heat, and wisdom. He controlled the primal flame, and could even plunge his entire body into it. He could what now? By all rights at the time, there was no way he could have been harmed. If he had not modified one of his pupils to serve as the control hub for Huitzilopochtli, that is. Because he had to monitor and anchor reality using his eye, it became his sole weakness. That is how Xbalanque was able to take him down alongside himself. Wait, they died together? Yes, Xbalanque was undoubtedly slain at the time, but he was reborn then and thus became the so-called God of Fire, the Pyro Archon. Perhaps he paid the price for this death delayed, or perhaps this was part of the deal he made with a certain entity all along. Whatever the case, he knew that Huitzilopochtli was, and naturally, my alliance with him through Ochkan was meant to prevent its activation. Enter then the Golden Entreaties, the control hub that could be used to reactivate this place, split in two between us for safekeeping. No. No. Where are we heading, though? Oh, there's the Golden Entreaties. I expected you to change form at this point. This is a tower that allows Huitzilopochtli to cover all of Natlan and anchor its areas of coverage. Most of them were destroyed at Ochkan's orders, but their fragments served the same purpose anyway. They never imagined that the carrier medium was something far smaller and more delicate, to the point that even a single stone could contain iridescent inscriptions. Had they found out, my plans now would have been rendered impossible. On Tonatiuh, place where I stored the Golden Entreaty alongside this place. Once believed that humanity could create a civilization still more glorious. Says Xbalanque's apotheosis. I even thought that they might avoid the dead end we walked into, so I decided to give them more time. But too many years have gone by. None amongst the tribes have even dared, not since Ochkan, to establish a united empire. Till today, they lean on the authority of their so-called Archon like a crutch. They were unable to forge weapons for themselves to wield, such that their world might be defended from the all-corrupting dark. Their way of fighting against the Great Shadow still lies in their stale stories of heroic valor, passed from generation to generation. So consumed are they with the past that they dare not risk it all. Each time our foe strikes from the shadows, The slowly accumulated fruits of civilization are destroyed all in an instant. And afterward, there is only the eternal cycle, or worse, inexorable devolution. The time I granted as grace has lost all meaning as a result. Perhaps if I gave them a few thousand years more, perhaps several tens of thousands, they would create that glorious shining epoch. But my faith has run out. And waiting has become a luxury. Whether it be for me or this once sealed sacred city. Come, this story is almost at its end. Let me witness your choice. Mine? Yes, chosen of dragons. I would hear your answer. Don't forget the journey we had along the way, Pebbledash. We gave you your name, Pebbledash. Don't forget us. Yeah. Indeed. Pebbledash. That's still a great name, though, Pebbledash. Still a great name. Behold, Huitzleopochtli and its activation array. Bring it to life. This way our shadowy enemy may never again gain a foothold upon this place, and afterward, via the gradual expansion of the primal flame's power, just like when a complete bubble is blown within the leaking husk of an old one. Perhaps the entire world shall become free from abyssal poison. But the authority over primal flame? When Natlan is fully phlogistanized, the very concept of life will be rewritten. That authority will then return naturally. Only draconic phlogiston lifeforms may wield this authority. As such, you can become the shaper of this new world. You can also become the Pyro Dragon Sovereign renewed. No, I suspect that any such rulership would be something entirely new, surpassing our traditional concepts. Then you shall reclaim all light, all heat, all wisdom, bringing all order and great glory back to this realm, even to this world. Even if doing so means the end of evolution? Who knows? Perhaps it will instead prove the beginning of a new evolutionary cycle. Stopping on the path leading onward can be another form of bravery, especially when the alternative is infinite regression. Now then, choose. Activate Huitzleopochtli. Draw near, and then feel. Come on, Pebbledash. You know what to do. Pebbledash. No. Wait. TheTwitGamer. Oh my. And here I thought you wouldn't be able to remember them. Never mind how your mind now has at least 1,000 years worth of memories within it. I also intend for you to make your decision while having forgotten them. TheTwitGamer was never meant to have existed here. Though of course, it was precisely due to his aid that you were able to reach this place. He is, however, rather special. It may be that the phlogistonization of Natlan will not affect him. It may be? No one knows what will happen once it is activated. Perhaps there shall then be no difference between you and me. Perhaps we shall both be destroyed. Perhaps he and that little emissary by his side will live. Emissary? Perhaps they will not. Enough of that. Time is short. We do not have much excess energy left to also maintain those of our kind who have already become phlogiston life forms. If we do not obtain the authority over the primal flame in time, All shall soon perish. Once that moment comes, choice itself will be lost to us. Quickly, choose, O chosen of dragons. This is an omen of new life, and also the final entreaty. Entering triggering sequence. 3 rounds of confirmation will be required to either activate or deactivate the sweeping sky fire. First confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate me? Cancel activation. Results confirmed. Sweeping Skyfire activation sequence has been cancelled. It has ceased operation. So this is your decision, I presume. Why did you do it? I still believe in humanity and will not put Twitka and Paimon at risk. And yet you may not hold the same pride or place in their hearts. It's Pebbledash! How dare you? Are they not adventurers who roam the world? Perhaps it was only out of charity or the desire to gain treasure or some other reward that they brought you here. Perhaps in their hearts, they even harbor grievances against the nuances you make of yourself, roaring this way and that as you do. What they think of me matters little. They, however, are important to me. That's what really counts. Well done, Pebbledash! You have no idea what folly you have chosen, or what you shall now lose. There is still time, you know. I'm not going to activate it, no. Jog on, mate. Even if the wisdom and power you enjoy now will fade without the primal flame's aid. It was the fire I allotted to you that granted you that intellect. Yet deprived of our primal source, we shall merely share the feeblest of flames between 2 meager matches. Soon everything here shall cease to exist, and you will lose both your strength and powers of speech. How will you tell your Twitka and Paimon of this world that you almost gained, yet in the end lost? They don't have to know about something as silly as this. Fool. You do not even know where they are, nor is there any way back from this place. There isn't a way back to them. Then I'll make one. Go on, Pebbledash, you tell him. Pebbledash is like, I'm having none of your nonsense, mate. I'm gonna go save my friends. Like, yeah, go on, Pebbledash. Breakthrough. Ooh. Come back, you know not what you... Huh. Perturbed? Out my way. You burn through the power vested in your body. Yeah. Come back, you know, yeah. Your folly is beyond belief. Get out of my way. You are not as important to them as you think. You keep saying this. Like, go on. Like, let's say him again. Go on. Go on, get out of here. Go on. Got a pyramid to destroy. Bosh. We're about to be trapped. Nothing happened. Wait, no. Did you save us? Pebbledash? If you've grown this big, does that mean you've recovered? Could it be that... Be on your guard, the battle's not over yet. Right, and there's still that big guy. That Pebbledash speaking to them? I think it was. Different text box style. Slightly. Oh, you have developed an unspoken synergy with your Tepetlisaurus companion during your journeys together. When your foe launches powerful attacks, you'll be able to spot their weaknesses and fight back alongside your companion. Go on, mate. I do it? I don't know if I did it. Oh, there's a shield. I should get in the shield. Come on. You sorting that out, Pebbledash? You get his other arm, I'll get this one. Been pyramided! Let me out! Pebbledash, get it! Thank you, mate. Pebbledash, where you at there? Ooh, there's a close one, Pebbledash. Let's get him, mate. Let's get him. Get him! Get him! Don't mind if I do on them. Pebbledash is just tanking that. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. Pebbledash, help us out. Cheers, mate. You're done for, mate. Yes, Siege Rune's back. Phew, guess it's finally over. Oh, chosen of dragons, you have completed every trial set before you. The Flame Lord's blessing has been dispelled. The curse has been lifted. Guess it's finally over. Paimon was gonna say, if you'd have grown up this big and yet still be safe, Pebbledash. Could it be that fighting was just what we needed to remove the bloodline curse? Still, the Sage of the Stolen Flame weirdo didn't show up, not even once. Maybe he already did. Did you see him, little guy? Hey, what's wrong? Were you hurt during the battle? Bro. Chosen of dragons, I choose you after much deliberation. And you have my thanks for all you have done. I've always believed in you, it's hard for me to say this, Twitka. Never forget that I love you. Pebbledash. Guru. Triple dot. Just a nod. I just want to like a little nod to be like, I get you, mate. Hey, Pebbledash, what's gotten into you? Is he de-digivolving? He's a little guy again. Hey, you're back to your normal size. Uh-oh. This whole place is shaking. Is the volcano about to blow? Let's get Pebbledash out first. Right, ooh, whoops. Can't forget his scarf. No, we can't forget his scarf. So, this is as far as the maintenance functions go. Thought your technical skills could have taken us a bit further. Still, I finally understand how you felt, Zeokotl, my great brother. I know what it means to come to the end of one's days. To yearn to see this one thing done. To receive that single clear answer. And to be willing to do anything to accomplish these goals. I imagine you'd scold me. Why are the things I say and do always worlds apart? I truly wish for a dragon to activate that system. Should I have not have raised them within the sacred city? Teaching them to hate this world? Why did I send them to be by a human's side? Perhaps, deep down, I still wished to believe. But look, isn't it wonderful? It made the same choice I made back then, and Ochkan too, for that matter. My king, my elder brother, O Lord, who gave me life on the day you yourself were born. He once said that in my final moments, I would understand your desire. But it seems that on this point alone, I cannot concede. Ooh. Puts everything in a different light, doesn't it? Well, that was weird. All that shaking in the volcano, all the volcano did was just blow off a little smoke. We ran ourselves silly just for that. Rawr? Not that you had to run, we grabbed you and booked it. Still, you gave us quite the fright, fainting the way you did after the battle. Are you still feeling unwell? Rawr. He's alright. Sure sounds like the worst is over. Anyway, so this is the Flame Lord's blessing that's gone now. But Pebbledash still has the mark on his head. Reach out to the little Pebbledash. As you reach out your hand, he stands up straight on his hind legs, rubbing his horns gently against your palm. The mark, red as flame itself, has dimmed and cooled, no longer concealing the faint warmth. It seems that whatever power it once had is gone now. Rawr! Paimon can't help but feel like you were a bit smarter while you were bigger just now. Now you're back to looking a bit silly. True, but he's our silly little guy. I like him just the way he is. Well, yeah, but still. Anyway, who'd have thought that we'd remove the Flame Lord's blessing, huh? Might just be on our way to writing ourselves a new legend. Well, this adventuring's made Paimon hungry, though. Should we go get some blaze meat stew, or maybe a little cake? Rah, woo, rah, rah, rah. You wanna eat both? You greedy little Saurian. But today is a day to celebrate, so sure, let's go right now. Final Emberforged quest completed. What do you mean to be continued? Isn't that like the end? Like the end? Like we've achieved our goal? Like I don't think there's any more to that. Like we got Pebbledash's story sorted. And we saved Natlan from becoming Phlogiston. Which is, you know, that's a bonus, right? That's a bonus. So what we got here then? Oh, so that... Pilgrim's Chronicle. Is Pebbledash on there? Somewhere? Ode to Tumami. So I got all of them. That's it. It's done. No, I don't. I want the one in the middle. Can we not get the flame? Oh, that's going to be you, isn't it? Yeah, because you're the final one. Yeah. Even if the legend of some sacred chalice turns out to be false, just sitting out on that quest, just setting out on the quest for it makes you a hero. Okay. Oh, there he is. Rawr. Of course. Of course. Right. So, that's us going to be done for this part. That's us going to be done for Natlan. I'm not sure when this is going to come out in relation to other things. Like, for context, from my point of view right now, I'm waiting for Durin's Chapter 3. So you have a sense of where I am. What we're going to be doing in the next World Quest part is we're going to be heading off to Nod-Krai. And I think we'll do that one first, because this one I've ran into 3 accidentally, and I think there's a 4th one as well. I think there's a 4th one. There's an area where I saw it. But yeah, we'll see about that in the next World Quest part. Make that little distinction there, like the World Quest part. Yeah. So we'll see you in whatever you want to watch next. Rawr.